Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Marshall now, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lauletta from the 50. Steps away to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now Lauletta on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Lauletta on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays in the script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Easy.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Green, 39, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watching that warning. Detroit.
They snap it to Lauletta. And this is caught at the 8. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Leopard. Detroit.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Looking sideline, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to throw, Lauletta. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Lauletta on 3rd and goal. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Smith catches left side. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That escapes us. Nowhere to go here. He lost the foot. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
No. Check. Patriots. Detroit. Now let's go. Green, 36. Green, 39. Gone.
Instead of a run, Lauletta wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gone. Watch it now, Marty. Here we go. Blue, landed. All right, now, lucky 56.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Jordan coming off a Pro Bowl campaign in 2017. 3rd time he's had that honor.
And he continues to play better and better as his career extends. Think about it this way. 4th in the league last year in sacks with 13.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 69 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And Lauletta's going to throw it here. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Lauletta on first down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, you got 3 down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Over! Gun!
From the gun on third down, Lauletta nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Leopard!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big.